Hey, beautiful people. Greetings. A blessed new week to you. Have a great one. Go out and execute and remember to put God first. Welcome back to Motivations and Memoirs. If this is your first time, I am Iberica. It's good to have you. Guys, everything that we achieve or we're trying to achieve, regardless of who we are, if we have missed some questions, which I call core questions, or if we have, you know, known about them, been taught about them, but we have really ignored them, it's time for us to understand that we have to come face to face with these questions. My thought this week is never forget. Some of the things that we must never forget is firstly, our identities. An identity is a combination of our physical and behavioral traits. And this is what defines who we are. So your name is the first and most significant part of your identity, whether you're called Carol, Marcia, Michelle, David, Paul. Even though so many others may have the same names, you will still answer or turn to look in the direction from which your name is being called. Talk truth. Our fingerprints and the color of our eyes, how we walk, the tone of our voices are also parts of our identities. These characteristics allows us to be definitively and exclusively recognizable. Now, my name is Iberica, as you know, and in my earlier years, I wouldn't use it in public, unless I was in school or doing business. Mark you, I dearly loved my name, and I thought that my parents made such a wonderful decision in naming me Iberica. But people had difficulty pronouncing my name, and so I would cringe each time someone mispronounced it, because I felt like my name was being butchered, literally. So, Antoinette, which came from my middle name, and that is another story for a next time, that was a name I started to use, and I became popularly known as Antoinette. Until I realized that I was not using my real identity. I was Iberica, and I needed to embrace my identity as Iberica. My name is originated in Arabia, and it means the beautiful, bold, loyal, committed one, among a number of other characteristics. Now, these are the things that defines me. And I had to fight like Van Damme to maintain that identity. So I would ensure I repeat the pronunciation of my name over and over until persons got it, because I wanted to be identified as me, because my name defines me. Guys, let no one, no parent, no spouse, nobody identify you as they please. Your identity is your identity, and your identity gives you the power to exercise your rights. Sometimes we forget who we are and we want to settle and become mediocre. I believe Jesus reminded Peter that his name meant rock in St. Matthew 16 for him to understand that, when difficult times came, when he wanted to give up, he was to remember the significance of a rock. Peter, now that you understand what rock means, be it known to you when you go out there and you're preaching the gospel, that on Christ, on me, Christ, the rock, I will build my church, and so nothing that the enemy tries will prevail. So even when Peter denied Christ, he was reminded of his identity. I am Peter, the rock. I am strong. I am not easily moved. Guys, you are who you are, and your fingerprint is a witness to that. You also must remember where you're from. Remember your heritage. This speaks to, our inherited family identities, the values, the traditions, the culture that were handed down by our generations. As trained counselors, in order to properly assist clients, we do genograms, otherwise known as family tree. And this is designed to discover and highlight where certain traits originate from within a person and what happened in that person's genealogy, resulting in certain behaviors, and then we are able to address them. Genealogy strengthens identity. It makes us more resilient. So You would be able to say, my mother survived hardship, so I can survive too. It makes us better people because we look on our family history and we aim to divert from the negatives and shape our lives positively, both socially, spiritually, physically, and health wise. We also have to remember why we're here. And remember, guys, knowing why we're here speaks to purpose. We also need to remember what we can do, our potentials, our abilities, and our capacities. And finally, we must remember where we're going, and that is what gives us hope. Guys, I want you to remember these things as you go. Remember, you must remember your identity. You must remember your heritage. You must remember why you're here, what you can do, where you're going. And guys, I will see you in the next broadcast. Guys, stay tuned. You must remember to subscribe and like and share. And I will see you next week. Walk good. Love you all.